Okay, time for the next submission. This is Mega Man 9. One of my other favorite Mega Man games. Only makes sense to run your favorite games, if anything. Haven't played this game in a while as well, but it was a bit more recent, I think in January. If I recall correctly. Well, we did the concrete shot only challenge in Snupster. That was only a few weeks ago. So that'll probably help us a little bit. I'm not sure what the split is. Like, I've never done an hour on this game. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't think I ever even ran this game with splits. But maybe I did, because I have the times there. I'm not sure what that's about. PB is about 44.40, I think, but that's with I'm not sure if that's Buster only or if that's with the Season 3 rules on Snupster. They were a bit rough. Oh god. Take slower part 10 and wait for... There we go. Nice and steady. That's fine. Damage doesn't really matter on Hornet Man stage. And the same rules apply as for Mega Man 4, it's Buster only through the Robot Master stages and then every weapon allowed after that and no glitches or zipping. And of course you can use Rush to get items, I'll take that. Then I can tank this Big Eye variation there. These stages are not that long. Imagine if you had to slide on this game, they would be incredibly short. But I do like the simplicity of this game. It's easy to learn and kinda like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it, it doesn't escape you. So I like this game for those reasons. And I'm so bad in Mega Man 10, it's not even funny. But this game though has a special place in my heart. I'm not sure why, but I think at this point I've been more fluent with Mega Man 9 than 4. Didn't Mega Man 9 come out in like 2009 or something? That's the sole reason I bought a Wii. I really, I did end up, well, the Wii ended up breaking shortly after, like, after a year or something. So I just said, fuck this, don't really like consoles. I still have my original NES from the, from my childhood, still have the same one. That's pretty much the only console I have, if you don't count in the 3DS, which, I sometimes play. Other than that, PC Master Race. Although I hate that meme or whatever the hell you wanna call that. But it's still quite true. Jewel Man stage. Really fun. They didn't do a lot of purple in the classic Mega Man games. I can't remember if the NES palette had purple. I think it's, yeah, it did have purple because in Nintendo World Cup the Cameroon has purple outfits. So they did have purple, but maybe they didn't find a use for purple in Mega Man. But it here looks very nice. Oh, please. I can't remember of any purple stage. At least as purple as this. So again, the same rules apply as I applied for my Mega Man 4 run. It's a submission. If we die, or if it's not an optimal run, I'm just gonna roll with it, because this is just a submission for the speedrunning event to see if I get accepted or not, and I'm not gonna fret about it too much. I have all the time to practice after these submissions. So just do the best we can with the tools we have right now. I'm more of a relaxed speedrunner anyway. I don't find grinding times fun. It's like more like work to me. And at the point where it becomes work, it's really not fun at all. You're essentially working for nothing, really. For me, video games were always about having fun, not making them into your work, unless you're a fucking YouTube star. I should. That was actually a good tool, man, but I'm gonna have to watch my mouth, if I'm quite honest. Just cursing is just normal speech for me. It just comes out. Oh well, I have time to practice that as well, as we try to be civil here. This game has an awesome soundtrack. Sometimes I just listen to it. The remixes people create are amazing. I remember that one guy doing a montage of remixes back in like 2009 when this game came out. Medley. I hope that's still in YouTube. That's one of the best ones. Oh, don't get sucked in by the elephant. Gotta reserve some health on this stage. Concrete Man can be a bit of a bee. I should probably explain for those who are checking the submissions from the Excel file of the SRX event, the submission form. Should probably explain how did I end up here and who I am. I'm the evil father of Snupster. If you've seen Ultima's runs on SRX, well, he answers to me. Not really, but in technical terms. He's my little boy. My little boy, ball of hair. God, I love him. I've done Mega Man 1 through 9. Well, not 1 through 9. 1 through 6, 9 and 10 and Unlimited with no miss, no damage. That's also in this channel. If you are intrigued by the idea, go check that out. I also evaluate Mega Man fan games. And some of the official ones as well. So you could say I'm a Mega Man critic. If you wanna check those out. It's called Nico Evaluates. They are also in this channel. So there's a lot of stuff you could check out. Could last you a few months if you binge all of them. But if you don't care, that's also cool. I don't care for most stuff. I don't even watch my own stuff. That was basic Concrete Man. Hectic as always. But I find that the more relaxed you are for Mega Man 9, the better you're gonna do. If you panic or start to think too much about the run, it starts to go sour pretty fast. Let's not have that happen. I also submitted Mega Man 4, also in my channel. Maybe it's due to the fact that Mega Man 4 has a slide and a charge shot that makes it a bit more difficult, and this one is a bit more... Mega Man 9 is a simple approach to the series. It's trying to do what Mega Man 2 did, but better, and oh man, did it succeed in it. I still think Mega Man 2 is just garbage. Of course, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I do have one as well. Two people unsubbed immediately. Nah, they did that with the Nico evaluates. I did a whole series about Mega Man 2. Lost some subs, gained some subs. Ain't gonna gain some if you ain't gonna lose some. Doesn't really make any sense, but listen, let's just roll with it. So if we die, oh, you stupid mitt. Come on. Oh, that was the most horrible screen ever. I was gonna say, if we die, it's gonna be on Tornado Man stage here or Plugman. Quite rarely do I die anywhere else. Of course, if I say that now, chances are, well, actually, that might actually happen. But I hope not. Let's have a good run. Good runs are fun. One thing I still need to learn is how to spam the first phase of Wily. For some reason, that's very difficult to me. Using the oh god, what's the Splash Woman's weapon's name? Trident? Trident something. So I can't really spam the phase as effectively as some speedrunners. I need to practice that. But you're gonna not see that on this run, but I hope I will get it down till the stream, so I can actually do that. The problem is, at that point you're usually missing some Trident already. Even if you use the M-Tank. There we go. Get the metal blade. That's not a metal... Oh, shut up. I can make my own story. That's gonna stop me. Split. Galaxy Man next. Galaxy Man is like the happiest stage of all time. Tell me a more happy stage of all the Mega Man games. You're not gonna find any. It's like... It's just UFOs dancing and you're having fun. I just love this soundtrack. I think this game would not benefit from a slide. I think this is fine as it is. Sliding is fun, but these stages are of course not built for it, and that's of course logical if you think about it. But having a slide would not benefit this game. Would make you go faster, yeah, but I like this pace. Grab me. I like how he grabs you straight from your eyeball. That's fine. No pain, no gain. What a trooper. I just crashed through. If you are looking into speedrunning, I would say Mega Man 9 is one of the easiest ones to start with. If you are familiar with Mega Man already. It's very slow paced and there's no charge, no slide. It's just learning the mechanics behind the game. Learning the weapons and weaknesses, and you're pretty much set. Of course you have to know some things about Mega Man in order to gain something out of it, but I'd say Mega Man 9 is a good game to speedrun, so to speak. If you never speedrun anything, this would be a good place to start. Of course, Mega Man 1 as well, but there's some problems with the game that might not be apparent. That's why I didn't submit Mega Man 1. It's too surprising at times. Especially in a Snupster percent where you have to do the default holders buster only. Yeah, I'm not about that. Let's not even think about that. Galaxy Man usually gives a bad pattern where he goes up in the ceiling 3 times in a row, because that's the max amount he can do it. And of course he'll do that every time. So we would hope he'd dash. But nope, he went up to the ceiling the max 3 times, so next time he's gonna dash. We know that much. He can dash the maximum of 3 times as well. Nope, just right in the ceiling, and now he can go back in the ceiling 3 times. So that's how it works. So we are pretty much having the worst RNG possible. Actually, the worst. Almost the worst now, but that was a time waster. What a fool. Well, I guess we are the fool. Fun stage though. No regret. That's also one thing why I don't like being too serious about speedrunning. It's just every game has RNG pretty much, and there's no way you can... In most cases, there's no way you can actually take advantage of it, so you just end up losing your PB because of something random. And that's why speedrunning... Like, let's say speedrunning to save seconds or frames, yeah, that's not for me. I have other things to do in my life. Okay, he's not gonna hit us, let's just jump forward. So people who tell you tricks that save frames, my eyes just roll in the back of my neck. I can't, and I will never do that. I'll just speedrun for fun. I'm not even a big speedrunner, like I'm more of a perfect runner with the no miss series. That's more fun. You can take your time, you can think about stuff. And it can still be impressive. Alright, that's good. That's bad. That's okay. Don't actually have to kill that guy, but I just did. So what now? We are gonna damage boost through this gap. Taking that risk way too many times. There's 2 gaps. 2 to 3 gaps in this stage where you would actually want to damage boost over. If you are a bit insecure about it. Unsecure. Huh, wonder how that works. It's like inflammable. Not unflammable. Inflammable means flammable? What a country. Here's the other parts. We're just gonna do that. I'll take this. No need to jump over, it's... Magma Man can go wrong, but usually if you just move under him when he bends his knees, there's no problem. On the first attack, just stay here. And he will not hit you, and after that, just keep doing this. You can sometimes get hit, but yep, like that. Put the money where my mouth is, apparently. But nothing too bad in this fight. People always look at me wrong when I say, yeah, Magma Man is an easy starter, start with that. But it really is, if you think about it. Splash movement stage you can actually do without firing a single shot, but that's a bit slower than speedrunning it. But if you're perfect running, that's perfect. Only 2 bosses left, so that means 6 stages left. Not a very long stage, just like a long game, just like Mega Man 2. There's no Cossack, no proto stages, no nothing like that. Just straight to Wily, straight to business. Such a good game though, I would have hoped for 8 bonus stages after Robot Masters, to be honest. Such a shame. Good games always fall short. But I guess that's the secret. Creativity can sink if you put too much content in your game. So I'm just glad we have this game. I never really got the hype for Mega Man 10, I don't know what it is. The game just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a Mega Man game for some reason, to me. You could argue that in some places Mega Man 10 is better than 9. Has some better creativity and stage design here and there. Like here they reused Mega Man 5's bubble room, which is a bit cheap, but it's... Actually, when the first time I saw this I was chuckling a little bit, because it's like a... You know, back to the memory lane of nostalgia. So, it was fun to see the first time, but after that it's just like... I see what they did here. But I don't know what it is, I just never liked Mega Man 10 that much. It's also very difficult. And the Black Devil is like the worst boss ever made. Like, why do they have to keep doing the Yellow Devils? At least improve them, it's just trial and error, that's all that it is. Like in this game, the Yellow Devil is actually doable. So much easier to see what it does. Probably the added frames and animations that it has. But man, it's so much better than Mega Man 10's. Something in my throat in. A pile of cheese. Splash Woman can be a bit of a bee as well. Because you don't have, or you can't use the weakness on her. But we'll see. Yeah, no problems. I could just jump up there and finish her, but... Let's just do this. No stupid risks on this submission. No need. Plugman left. Let's see if we actually die. Would sure hope not. Yeah, laser trident. Guess that makes more sense than calling it splash trident. Okay, let's remember the shoot here. There you go. And that's an important shot. Gets rid of that one telly that actually hits you if you don't do that. Oh no. Now I mistimed. These Yoku blocks start their pattern as soon as you start the stage. So if you don't do the stage in the same speed every time, you're gonna miss these blocks. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I could have jumped through the upper gap, but I messed up my footing. I didn't want to take the risk. Not worth it. Of course, if you're trying to PB, that would be worth it, but not everything is worth it at the moment. Let's just have a fun time running this. Oh, that's close. So here's what I'm thinking, let's get the E-tank. I have to be careful. Take the E-tank for Plugman here. We're gonna lose some time, but I'd rather actually have this E-tank than not, because we're not gonna go to the shop, so having an extra E-tank can be pretty valuable. Let's go out and shoot. That's bad. Well, we made it work. Last obstacle of the stage. Let's just take our time. He says in a speedrun. Listen, it's the hectic stage. Big eye. Dr. L. Alright. See what you got for us today. You can actually get him stuck in a pattern, but that's very hard to pull off, so we're just gonna spam him. And the pattern is so slow as well. Oh man! Look at him take it! That's like the best Plugman I've ever done. He just stood there and took it. What in the... That saved us some time. Of every risk we didn't take, we actually gained the time back. That's one of the fastest Plugman fights I've ever done. Best weakness for Wily. Alright. 4 stages left. Doing a pretty good time actually. Surprisingly. But that's what you get for not dying on the RM stages. If I die on Wily, it's usually the second stage. The water section. So let's hope we do a deathless here, that would be great. Remember, these guys take 2 hits. There's no sense in equipping any other weapon on this part, at least to my knowledge. We could use jet there, but I'd like to preserve my jet. Just use tornado. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So here's where I'll use my jet. Of course you can crab that if you used it earlier, but life is about choices you make. You can also make that jump. Better be safe than sorry. So the only problem in this stage is the rush coil jump on the laser section. That's the only one that can be hectic. Let's concrete shot this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's okay, that's fine. That is fine. I just wished I one past the dragon is so easy to do. I somehow missed it. Can happen. Now here comes the jump. Ooh. Too close for comfort every time. Very close. But it's behind us now. Rush jet. Such a good soundtrack. Oh crap. Take the backup route, rush coil. Can you jump over this guy? Probably can, but I sucked at it. Experimenting is fun every once in a while. Alright, mashy mashy. This is gonna be fun. I usually take out the lower ones. And this is hell. Oh. Oh god. One is about to be down. 2 down, and you got this. Not bad. Oh, shite. Oh. Oh boy. Post Wily 1 stage boss stretch. That was rough. Suddenly, after 8 relaxing stages, that happens. Actually, let's feel... God, oh, all the menus. My only weakness. If you want some lovin', ooh, that's fine. Oh, come on. Rush. Stick. Stick of rush. Oh! Don't lose it now, boy. You've come this far. Let's go back to talking about needless stuff. Why is my heart rate going up? Don't do this to me, game. It's way too exciting now. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I'm so excited. Now I have to concrete shot that one choke because I used the tornado there. But it's okay. Oh, but it's also fine. Oh, nice! Thank you. Thank you, game. You're awesome. That's like the best RNG you can have. I was gonna say capybara. What's the flower's name? Forgot it now. Hanabiran. Best spot for it to appear. He, she, whatever it wants to be. I'll allow it. Would it make sense that the Hornets were its weakness? I guess not, because it's on the same stage than Hornet Man. Yeah, listen, don't put me in charge of designing stages. That was close. I'm not gonna disclose it further though. That's like 2 pixels away from the spike. But if it didn't happen, it's fine. It's actually such a good run that I'm actually kinda scared. We might do a PB. Oh crap! No problem, just a little detour. Oh! That's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't want a PB anyway. Now the best thing that would happen now would be to not having to use an E-tank on this fight. I'm not gonna rush Coil up there. That will speed up the fight like a few seconds, but let's not worry about it. I'd rather be more consistent than taking risks. Careful jumping, don't hit the spikes. Doesn't matter if you get hit by little sharks that much. They don't do that much damage. And now we should be good. I mean, not literally good, but you know what I mean. Now we should get it on this pass. There we go. Alright, first stage is actually done. We should have this run in the bag. Unless suddenly the cat jumps on my lap and poops on me, then that'll cost me the run. Quite probably. I would not probably sit here with poo on my lap playing the game. Unless it's a PB, I could consider that. This room is a fun mechanic, but I don't think they should use it twice. Once is enough for most things. I never go around the right side, I always go left. I feel bad now, I should go back. What happens if you go back in that room through that ladder? Like nothing, you just float back up, I guess. If you even can go back. So we're gonna probably tank these and then concrete shot that one troll Joe on the platform. Probably the most feasible option. Could have also could have used the mystery tank on this stage as well when we get it like straight up, but I'm probably gonna save it until the revisits and use it there. Because why not? Go here. Got the tank and We are safe. Now. Oh. That bullet was distracting me. I just tend to use the Buster a lot in this game. Probably not the best option, but feels like home. So let's do this. There we go. We are gonna use the mystery tank at some point. I realize that it slows us down quite a bit, but so does not having any weaknesses as well. You could probably save a lot of weapons by doing some tricks on these stages and just using the Buster, but I don't feel that. So this pause resetting the weapon is allowed in Snupster, and it was talked quite a bit back in the day, but we figured that pretty much all of the Mega Man games have that same trick when you pause and the weapon vanishes in the thin air. So we figured that's probably intentional. So we decided that it's not a glitch. And thank God for that. This boss would take so much longer. Not a perfect boss by me, but it'll do, it'll do. So we only have revisits left. While he's on the same stage as well. So the final stretch. Don't think we can die at this point. That would be very strange. We are definitely doing a PB range. I just wanted to check that I had enough concrete for that one jump, so I don't have to pick these. Little check never hurt anyone. Except us for walking into these lasers, but luckily there's an energy pellet down here, so we can just get it. Or just miss it completely. It's also fine. Just go to the top left first then. Oh boy. Since when did I last time miss that? So I think we should use the mystery tank. Get our health back and as well the weapons. Yeah, sure it's a time loss, but so it's just using the Buster as well. Especially when it's well, we should probably just use the Buster, because the concrete shot is the weakness of the second phase of Wily. It's so much faster to use concrete on Wily rather than Galaxy Man here. Although both of these slow the game down, of course. So whatever you do, you'll just slow yourself down anyway. Oh, really? That's a bummer. There we go. That's more like it. Oh boy. That is a bit of a crapshoot, but not too bad. So let's use the trident, because I'm really not that good using the trident on Wily. So I'll give myself the pleasure of using it here. Oh. That's just embarrassing. Horrible revisits so far. So there's time to improve, which is also fun. Give me the bees. The bees. Not the bees. That is going well so far. Oh, oh no. Oh, what the fuck? Oh god, what? My controller. Hold on. What the? Pause the timer. What's going on? My controller just shut off. What the f... That was fun. It works now. Oh god, I hope that doesn't happen again. Like literally the controller just shut off. Luckily I binded the pause button for the splits. So we're good, but we lost some seconds there. Like Mega Man just kept walking right. Luckily we didn't die or anything. We didn't lose so much time because we had the pause button on the splits, but that was a bit unexpected. Why did the controller shut off? Like literally the light went off. I'm gonna have to use a cable on the actual stream. That can't happen. I hope that doesn't happen again. Now, because we messed up the tornado blow. I don't... why did I even accidentally use it? Like, I accidentally selected tornado blow and then I accidentally used it. That's like a new level of dumb. I didn't realize the gamepad viewer says disconnected when you actually disconnect the controller. That's neat. So you'll actually know what's going on. That was my first cue, like, what is happening? So it's good that you can actually see that something weird happened and I just didn't pause for fun. You can see where Mega Man just kept walking right, not obeying. Now you don't want to miss a single satellite. Because it's exactly the right amount. Let's just use the Buster. So this phase I actually need to learn how to spam him. So the idea is to spam the egg so hard that it doesn't like ever bounce on the ground or just once. But I suck at that, so let's do it the slow way. And there's like a minute to improve now because of this. So if this is PB pace right now, for sure. So if this ends up being a PB, then we have a lot to improve still, like over a minute at least. Like I'd say probably 2 minutes can be saved right now. There we go, and then... Nice, we got the shot in. Oh, right. There's no, I mean, there's iframes on that guy, even though it doesn't look like it. I forgot, doesn't matter. We're doing a fantastic job here, actually. Let's see. Oh, nice, thank you. This form can take anywhere from like 15 seconds to forever, because he can just basically be up there and never come down. He's being kind now, though. So this is the most RNG heavy fight of the entire game, because he can literally never come down. And the weakness is badly designed in where you actually have to be next to him. One more shot, come on. I'm not gonna risk it, no. We are on PB pace, so... I am gonna PB this now. Oh god! Calm down, you old fart! Oh yeah! That's cool, that's a PB. PB for the submission, I am not gonna feel bad about that. Well, that's Mega Man 9 for you. Really enjoyed this run, even though the controller disconnected, but what a fun run.